Good morning, my neighbors. I hope you guys are good. Back with another review by the Goddess of Truth. Her name is Alexis. Alexis, what's her surname? I'm trying to remember from the other piece. Was it Al-Fayum? No. That's actually Al-Fayum is a word I remember from the Alchemist. I don't know if it was the name of a place. I think it was the name of a place. So actually, when I read your name on the other piece, that's what came to mind. So Alpha something. Yeah, because I think your surname. I don't even know if it was your surname. Anyway, do tell me more about you, hey. Do tell me more about you. But okay, yeah. So let's get into this piece. Doesn't have a title. Doesn't have a title. So yeah, I'll just get into it. I like how she writes. Pretty cool. Okay, check it out. It reads, "This world hurt him, and at the time, I would bear the price of being his. What could I tell my lover? To have feelings for someone dear, yet be cursed to never know how to love them. His fate worse than mine, to know me but not have known me. He remembers me, a figment of his memory, a hope of the past, dreams of me drifting, to visit and cast away in the night. He'd rather forget me. How haunting it must be to know I exist but never yours. You push me away. Forgive yourself for not knowing how to love me. Don't love me. Don't love me, for we were promised to meet, but cursed to never love. How I ache for your presence, the weight it carried. Safety I never felt again. I hope on this night you rest peacefully, while my unrest leaves me waked. I wish I never knew. I wish I'd never known you. So I'd never know what I lost or missed. Like a ghost in the night, a faint dream that never came to pass. Such is your love, elusive my love." Did you hear that? Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. I like it. I like it. She says, oh man, yeah, so we're getting into it, right? She says, this world hurt him, and at the time, I would bear the price of being his. Crazy, right? So, this is crazy. It's crazy. Because this dude is carrying some luggage, you know? The world didn't do him right. And so, and you know, obviously he's feeling wronged and all that stuff. So when he lashes out, she's the one who catches the heat for what the world did to him, you know? I would bear the price of being his. My God. I guess, word of advice, know who you're getting involved with. Yes, know who you're getting involved with. So that you can decide, like, if you're going to take... Yeah, because sometimes you'll be surprised by what you have to deal with because you didn't know who you were getting involved with, you know? So yeah, it's crazy. To have feelings for someone dear, yet be cursed to never know. Yo, this is wild. This is wild. Because, you know, I'm actually realizing, like a lot of us, we know exactly how we want to be loved. But then the reality of interacting with people, it never happens exactly the way you see it in your head. And sometimes you can think, so that can make you feel lonely in the world. Because there's something you know that only you know. Because, you know, we can't yet cut ourselves open and see what's going on. Right? I mean, in our minds. Yeah, you can't find the mind to cut open the body. You're not going to see it anyway, you know. But anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, bruh. Let's see. How to love them. His fate worse than mine, to know me, but not have known me. Listen, this is crazy. Because also what I'm seeing, okay, I don't know, I could be wrong. So that line, right? Because then she was saying, she already knew knew what was in between her trying to love him, right? His whatever happened to him, right? And then now she's saying his fate is worse than his, right? To know her, to know me, but not to have known me. So it's that thing where it's like some people who are hurt while they're still focusing on their hurt, it's hard for them to see, like really see the ones who are trying to help them. You know what I mean? So it's really gonna take like them when calming down to see clearly who's there for you, to see them properly, because when you're still in your feelings and somebody's trying to care for you and trying to talk to you, sometimes there'll be disagreement in what they're saying, and because of your emotional state, you perceive that as this person is pushing you away or something. You know what I mean? But then after you think about what they said, like when you calm down, you can realize, actually, yeah. So it's like this dude is like still lost in his feelings, so he can't really see her, even though he sees her. She's like, he remembers me, a figment of his memory, a hope of the past, dreams of me drifting to visit and cast away in the night. He'd rather forget me. How haunting it must be to know I exist but never yours. Listen, because I guess she's speaking from a history they have together. Yeah, there's a definite history they have. There's a history they have together, and so it's like, like when people love each other and they acknowledge their love for each other, but then they also see the impossibility of them being together, and then they have to acknowledge that too. It's crazy to have to be like, oh man, I love you, I'm gonna love you, I don't know how long, but like to accept that we can't be together, wild, crazy. Oh, but anyway, she's like, so it's like how haunting it must be to know I exist but never yours. That's definitely haunting. Yes, you push me away. And sometimes that pushing away is not like intentional, It's just from misunderstanding what the other person needs. Crazy. Forgive yourself for not knowing how to love me. Huh? Forgive yourself for not knowing how to love me. Then she says, don't love me, for we are promised to meet, but cursed to never love. So basically she's saying, forgive yourself for not knowing how to love me, because when we tried, you really hurt me, and that pushed me away, right? But I don't blame you for it. I've forgiven you, so you forgive you. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm reading into it, so it's crazy. Don't love me, for we promised, but cursed to never love. How I ache for your presence, the weight it carried, safety I never felt again. So you see, there was a time when everything was okay. There was a time when everything was okay. And so it's almost like, I wish we could go back to that time, but I know we cannot. I wish we could go to that place, but I know we can't. It's crazy. I hope on this night you rest peacefully, while my unrest leaves me waked. Actually, that line made me think maybe she's talking about somebody who passed away. Yeah, like a love, and she's just taking. That's crazy, man. Love. It's crazy. So, you rest peacefully while my unrest leaves me waked. I wish I had never known you. Right? So I'd never know what I lost or missed. That's easy. That's what we all wish for. After you lose something. Yeah, it's crazy. Like a ghost in the night, a faint dream that never came to pass. Such is your love, elusive my love. Woo, that's crazy. I love it. I absolutely do. Sorry for the delay, eh? Like it's been what? A bit over a week? I was just busy. But I'm actually recalibrating. Like I'm constantly doing that. Like I whenever I have like a hiccup, it slows down a lot of the things that I want to do. And then after that, I have to fortify myself so that a similar hiccup doesn't derail me as much as the previous one. Yeah, so I'm working on something. It's a work in progress. I'm working on consistency and all that stuff. And so, yeah. The next piece is not going to delay like this, I hope. Yeah, I hope. But yeah, man, definitely. I look forward to the next one.